All right, we're back at Diana's house, and you have a bathroom that has some wallpaper that needs a little attention.
I don't know how I've held off, honestly.
Yeah.
It is from 1989, and it's the only part of the house that has not been painted or updated.
So we are gonna strip some wallpaper. We have no idea how it's gonna come off, but we're gonna just
come off.
give it a go. There's a cracked tile that needs to be fixed. We're gonna have Tom replace a faucet, and something we've never done before. We're gonna spray paint Diana's vanity and see how it goes.
Do you really want me to spray paint a vanity? Like, not the cabinets. Are you really asking me to spray paint a vanity countertop?
Yes, but we are very excited to show you the final product because it turned out pretty awesome. So Diana has been nesting hardcore. Baby is due in the next few weeks, and so there were a couple projects though that she just wasn't able to do on her own. The spray paint is kind of toxic smelling, so we knew it wasn't a good idea for her to spray the vanity top.
It still wasn't even a good idea for me how I did it.
Probably not. Okay, so we are in Diana's bathroom. Echo.
Barely fit.
We're sending Princeton off to work, and he's gonna drop Badly off. And so the first thing we're gonna tackle is the wallpaper.
And we just don't know what's gonna happen. I'll show you here. Can you see this corner? I have been wanting to pull on this for as long as I have lived here for 4 years. And so here is the very first. Oh, I think the backing isn't coming, right?
Yeah. That's not good. We want it all to come off together.
Oh no. Oh. I really thought this was just gonna like peel right off.
Yeah, because you have a neighbor who has a house like this, and she said she just peeled it all right off.
She peeled it all right off.
So our experience with wallpaper has been renting a steamer to try and get it to all, but we're not giving up yet.
Oh man. Seriously, I think we're gonna have to get it wet or use some kind of solution.
Okay, do you have a spray bottle?
Yeah. Should we see if any other?
Let's try a different section and see if just for some reason that part didn't want to come off. Yeah.
No, that's gonna be the same.
It's separating, and
you see how it's leaving the backing of the paper on there? This is not what we were planning on.
no.
This is, oh, what are we gonna do? Because look at all that's gonna have to be scraped then.
Right. Okay. Well, I think luckily it's not a huge space. I think we're just have to get a spray bottle and
start at it.
And maybe it'll still come off easily once we spray it. Let's just be real hopeful.
Oh, this was supposed to be easy.
Right? It's supposed to be like a 2-hour transformation right here.
All right, here we go. So we'll try it. This is just water.
Yeah.
And just see what that does, if that's gonna be enough, or if we're gonna have to get more serious about this.
Here we go.
Oh, look. Oh.
Oh.
Well, look at that.
That's not so bad.
Look, this was never painted. That's maybe a primer.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah. Yeah, this has been here good since 1989.
Okay, so we just need a little
Just
moisture.
to wet it. Okay.
So we'll keep peeling this off.
Peel the top layer off, and then
this is from my scrapbook.
yeah. Yay. All right, but who's gonna get that down way up there? We need Tom to get here. Gage is being a huge help. Diana's still peeling away at the top layer. So what I'm finding over here is that if it's like really well saturated, it comes off pretty easily and takes most of the glue with, but if it's not like completely wet, it's not. So we just gotta make sure it's soaking really good. Oh. Yeah, good job.
I feel like this really is a two-person job. I mean, I could do it, but it's just nice to have one person helping to spray.
Yeah.
Because look, when we get it like fully saturated, it really is coming off nicely.
Yeah. But you just need someone for moral support too.
Yeah, I think so.
Right?
I think that's why I haven't done it.
Yeah. No, totally. There's actually no room in here for you
that's
right
actually
now.
what I was asking. Is there enough room for everybody in here?
Yeah.
We're having fun.
Gage, you're in here, even.
Yeah, he's been a really good helper. Okay, sneak it. Oh, he found some more down there. He has to get still. You going into the bathroom remodeling business, Gagey? Inexpensive fixes for your bathroom? Show you all the best hacks. I think you could do pretty well with that, huh? Good job, Gagey.
The spraying is exhausting.
Yeah.
But you kind of just take it one step at a time, and then this part is super gratifying.
Oh, really? It's coming off
Yeah,
the sheets
I mean
then.
the secret is get it good and wet.
Okay.
That's the key.
We didn't think this was going to turn into a wallpaper stripping tutorial. But
Yeah, that's totally.
You getting it? Oh, wow. Holy cow. That was a big one, huh? Good job. All right, we're about 2 hours in. We have a little bit left to turn from here over to here, but it's taking longer than we would have hoped.
This was a little bit bigger project, but again, I'm glad we're in it together.
Yeah.
I'm glad I can sit and rest right now.
Gage and I have taken over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but there's no turning back now, right? So.
No, it looks awesome.
We already
It's
finished
so
it.
much more open in here, and
Yeah.
it's going to be beautiful. I mean, really, for a day project, it's totally going to be worth it.
Yeah. So you've changed quite a bit of faucets in older homes, and
And
what's
in this
the-
home.
Yeah.
And so these old valves, as soon as you touch them, if they're going to leak, a lot of times they're going to leak. If they're really old, they've never been closed before.
Sure.
Or they haven't been closed or opened in 10 years, so they're just constantly open. A lot of times, if you just touch them and start to close them so you can pull them. Okay,
Oh, add that to the list.
Looks like I'm fixing that too.
That wasn't real long.
Anyway, when you go to turn the water off, the valves start to leak because they're just junk.
Yeah.
So that happened upstairs, so I gotta replace a couple of valves upstairs before I can finish the fittings. This here, I'm gonna go and start to close them and make sure that I can close the water lines. Then I'll know if we can continue moving forward or if I need to run to the store and get new valves. Alright, so that one closed without leaking. And that one closed without leaking.
All right. So no valves have to be replaced.
So we don't need to replace valves here.
So Dawn is doing final touches on wallpaper. Tom is plumbing. Gagey is handing tools. Oh, that's my stomach. Okay, wait. Okay. That is disgusting. Gagey's pointing at the gross stuff under the faucet. Did the crud cutter work pretty well on that?
I had to let it, actually I used the screwdriver to scrape
Okay.
the really bad stuff and then I let it soak and it all came right off.
Wow.
So the next project is there's a cracked tile. What? What are you doing?
I turned the water off, I gotta drain the water.
Oh.
Was that not the opportune time to flush the toilet?
I was gonna say grab that toilet paper when Diana's not looking and take it home with us.
Hey, haven't you got enough flack about those comments?
Yeah, same here.
Oh, she took it. So, in order to get the tile, it's kind of buckled to get it to lay back down. Tom has to remove the toilet. So, are toilets heavy? Or just
No.
kind of awkward?
You just have to be more careful with them because there's water in it.
Okay.
So it's like it has like a trap in it, so there's water in it once it's been on. So we just gotta try not to tip it too much because it could puke a gallon of water on the floor.
Got it.
I'm not ready. I'm never ready.
He's never ready, is that what he said?
Gross.
It's leaking.
I know, Gage. They always leak. Alright, maybe I can just slide it now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Diana apparently
gross.
never cleans under her toilet. We thought she was a better housekeeper than that.
We're gonna
Alright, pushing it out.
find it.
Because it's not gonna leak if we keep it flat.
Oh.
Apparently we don't have the appropriate tools to be doing this, so
So don't leave any comments telling Tom he's doing it wrong, right?
I'm fully aware of that.
No judgment here. Gotta do what you gotta do.
Evenly chunking it out so that it gets somewhat applied the way it should.
Yeah.
Feels very wrong.
You don't like putting cracked tiles back down?
I don't.
Should I be blurring out your face during this?
Yeah, and changing my voice.
Yeah. All right, we gave Diana and Princeton some homework last night, and so they got the whole bathroom painted kind of in a really nice green shade. It's the same that's in their kitchen. And so now we are gonna get this countertop prepped to paint. So Diana went over it with Crud Cutter, but we're still feeling like there's just a little bit of a film on it. So we're just gonna take some fine grit sandpaper and just go over it one more time and then wash it off really good and then mask it off. All right, Tom's gonna do the actual painting because he's a spray paint master, right?
Sure. So you're basically saying that if any runs happen, it's my fault?
Pretty much. I don't want to be responsible. We have researched this quite a bit. I have
not.
I have seen tons of before and afters and lots of reports that it really holds up well. It was first made famous by Proverbs 31 girl who actually lives right here in Minnesota. And so she does great projects on a budget, but also it's important that they hold up well. Okay, so we have it all masked off. I started doing the paper bag before Dinah told me she had drop cloth, so that's why we have both layers. All right, so this is Rust-Oleum Appliance Epoxy. It's supposed to work very well for this type of application and hold up over time, so
we'll see.
We'll see. Here we go. We're gonna give it a try on Diana's vanity today.
We're gonna try it on somebody else's house.
Yeah.
See how that works.
There's a couple mistakes we made. So you would have prepped the surface better.
I would have cleaned the surface better, and I would have used a tack cloth. Once it's all done, masked, everything ready to go, I would take a tack cloth right before I paint it and just wipe down every inch of it to get any little bit of dust particles off of it. It's like laying down clear coat on a car. A lot of it ends up in the air and it's all sticky, and so by having the countertop not completely 100% dust free, you see that in, like, if you painted a car and you had some dust in the air.
I didn't really see much. There was one little section where a piece of the caulking got down, and then there was one little section.
I'm extremely particular, so I noticed all of it.
Yeah. The second thing we would have done differently is masked off the whole bathroom. Diana told us to do this. I didn't think it was going to be a problem, but we did get it on the floor and the trim a little bit, so we had to go back afterwards and clean that up. So I would get the very inexpensive drop cloths from the hardware store.
Cover every inch of
They're like
everything.
97 cents. Start at the ceiling line, just masking tape it up, cover the walls, cover the floor, anything that you do not want a fine coat of paint on. The third thing is Tom did not wear a mask. He should have been wearing a mask.
Second coat, I did my t-shirt mask.
Okay.
I did this.
Okay, good. So you ended up putting 2 coats on. The first coat you put on fairly thick.
Yeah, no running or anything wasn't an issue.
It went on well.
It's just a big cloud, that's the only.
Yeah. So we did turn the vent fan on on the ceiling. All right, well, today is actually day 3. So our morning project took a little bit longer. Mostly we had to wait longer for the vanity top to dry.
I found that the reviews were amazing because it does, and you'll see, like, it actually creates like an enamel coating on the vanity. So I feel like it's gonna last a really long time. And that's what the reviews said too, is that it lasts. Again, we weren't looking just for quick fixes to make everything look pretty. We were looking for function, and this looks like a brand new vanity top. And the white is just so clean and fresh and modern, and it's perfect.
So far it seems awesome. And it's glossy, so it'll wipe off really nice and clean too. Then Tom got the toilet back on, the faucet in, so all we had left then was actually to clean up the trim and the floor where we did have some overspray. So we just took Scotch-Brite pads and ran those over the trim to get the paint off. Just it kind of cleaned it up. You know, the varnish was already starting to kind of wear off on those pieces as well. So we just took some Scotch-Brite and kind of sanded them down a little bit. And then we used Old English wood polish, which we've done this in lots of houses when we're preparing them to sell. this makes a huge difference on refreshing your wood. So if you have a vanity that looks tired because of, you know, just the moisture that's in the air, if you have doors that look tired, it only comes in 2 colors, light and dark. And so, you know, there's lots of golden oak in Diana's house. It matched perfectly. So we went over the trim with that, totally refreshed it and made it look nice again.
Yeah, it looks brand new.
And then she also had the floor grate. That kind of got a little overspray on it too. But
it looked kind of dingy before.
Yeah, so we just took some spray paint to that. And it's those little things, especially if you are getting ready to sell your house, it's these little details that actually make a big difference in how your house feels. It's the stuff we don't think about when we're living in the house because we look at it every single day.
You get used to it, yeah.
Yeah, and then you also got a new mirror to put above. So that looks nice too, it kind of ties in the white. And then you just also got some new artwork for in there. That
On clearance at Target.
Maybe the other way. Oh, you think that way?
We always think the opposite. Princeton, which way is up? Come on.
That way?
Or that way?
The other way, that way.
Oh Lord. You're asking us often.
Yeah, which way do you want it? Yeah.
The way it works.
Looks really fresh. It's amazing how just these little differences. So how much did this cost?
$8.
And then you painted the walls, so you use the same color from your kitchen, which looks really nice with the gray cabinet and the white counter now. That looks really nice and fresh. And then probably the other biggest thing you did was put in a new faucet.
Yeah, so
or
that
Tom
was
put in a new faucet.
Yeah,
it's a little above us.
$40, $50.
Yeah.
And so I mean, literally for less than $100, we have a brand new bathroom, and it looks awesome.
So under $100, I think it is a huge transformation in that bathroom. I mean, obviously we're not including Tom's labor in here, but
Yeah, right. I'm not free.
yeah. I mean,
Actually, I am.
would you say like replacing a faucet is that something people could watch a YouTube video and do on their own?
Oh, for sure.
Okay, I think so too. I think everything Tom did would be something that most people,
Yeah, you know,
not discounting
Tom
what he
didn't
does.
do anything special.
No.
Anybody can do it.
Not discounting what Tom does. All right, so do you think the spray painting the vanity was a hack, or do you think that was a legitimate improvement? Obviously a brand new top would be the best, but do you think it was worth doing?
Oh, it was definitely worth doing. I think it gives it a nice fresh feel.
I know my husband was like, why didn't we do this like 5 years ago before?
Yeah. Well, yeah, and it's always amazing, I think, pulling down the wallpaper, the difference.
Huge.
That makes.
But that's why we didn't do it before. That's always a little daunting. But once we got going, got the water on there, it came right off.
I think you hear horror stories about wallpaper coming off, but there's so many good products now for it that I wouldn't be afraid to tackle it. So Diana had painted the cabinet in the bathroom when she did her kitchen cabinets. If you are gonna paint that, go to Hirschfield's or Sherwin-Williams, a store like that, and ask for a cabinet enamel. You don't have to prime, very little prep, make sure it's really clean, but this works awesome and it actually hardens over time. And so we've had a great experience with it. It's a little more expensive than regular paint, but worth every dollar. And then coming up on Sunday, we're actually gonna show you kind of refresh 2 of your upstairs bathrooms. A little bit different process, but equally as inexpensive, but yet effective.
I think I just updated 3 bathrooms for like $150 or less. It's amazing. And they all look brand new.
It takes a lot of elbow grease, but not a lot of money. So if you have a little extra time right now, some great projects that you can be tackling. So, well, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for Tom for all of his handyman services. And we hope you subscribe if you haven't already. Otherwise, we'll look forward to seeing you on Sunday.